Welcome back. So after the video yesterday, Jolene had some time with her family for a minute. I was left alone, obviously, and I had to do some more to the car. And right now, as you look at it, this is what I've done. I done this to the car yesterday. Like I said, Jolene had to upload the video, do all that sort of stuff, and be with her family. And what I did is I took it upon myself. Like I usually do. I just took it upon myself. I laid the window down where I felt that the window was in the car was laid down. That's what I did. I laid it down considering what it looked like. The window was very drastic in this, the lay down on it, and I wanted to do the exact same thing on the car. When I got done, I was, wow, I got it chopped, I got it laid down, I got the window where I wanted it. Jolene come out and she goes, "Holy, what happened to the car?" So what's got going on here is, there's a bunch of things that went on in my brain. I went back to the point where I maybe should have put the window down first and then chopped the back of the roof. But then again, I'm happy with the size of the back of the roof and that, so on and so forth. But anyways, as I got it together, this is what I come up with to have it chopped. I got the window laid down. I think I got the window laid down basically where I wanted it. But what has happened here is it's got quite an angle here, and it does not have that on the car from the back post. It does not have that. It does not go boom down like that so hard. And what I was thinking and what Jolene wasn't thinking, I guess, is that we still have this piece right here. You know what I mean? This piece right here has to be down here. On this one, on the toy or on the car, it does not have a window frame. It has a small window frame made out of maybe small square tubing or stainless or whatever. And as I have this piece yet to go in, I was able to pluck this piece on here, and then when I got down to this end, I had it here to match up with this line, and then I put it all the way up on this end, so we took another 2 inches out of that rake. And I can show you exactly what I did. I have not got the front window treatment down yet, post down yet. I'm going to do that. We're going to do that on the video, and we're probably going to put this piece in. But at the present moment, that's what it looked like when Jolene came up. She, wow, like it didn't look quite right. It was chopped quite heavy. I want the window. The main thing on this car is I want that window to lay down like that. Me and Jolene seen a real one at Peter Mullen's museum, and I can remember the window was so big. And that was some of the issue where I had where the window was not long enough to get up to here. I had more metal on it, but the metal turned down, if you can remember. It turned down. So it was no good to me. This was the full length. Like I said last night, I cut it last night on the full length, what I could get. If I had a longer window, I could come up here and then run it to the roof. Did not have that. I'm also up here a little bit, an inch on either side, so I am stretching it some just to get that. I'm going to pull it to the other side and show you. Also, we have this going on. There's a drip rail molding going on. Drip rail molding going on. This car does not have a drip rail molding. Does not have a drip rail molding, and I noticed that after I got going. But you really have to take notice of everything when you're building something. I was going to put a drip rail molding on it. Didn't need a drip rail molding because it does not have one, so I ended up having to cut it off. So this is what I've done on this side. I tried to butt it all in, butt that piece in. So what I have done is I've taken the top of the door. And mind yourself, I did this all while Jolene was in the house. This is the top of the door. I cut the top of the door off, and then I placed it up here. So this is part of the car. The door does not have its top yet. This post is coming out. I'm going to cut that off. This post is coming out. We're going to make our own post like the toy has, or like the car has. I'm going to have to get this connected here somehow, but I have taken 2 inches out of that rake that I have on the other side, and it kind of gave me a nice flow going on there that I'm happy with. I'm happy with it, you know what I mean? That's all. I mean, I can only work with what I have. I can start making things and make a new window and all that sort of stuff to get it up higher, but I'm using what I have. I said I seen a Bugatti in that, and this Chevy, and this is what I'm seeing, and this is what I'm using. So I'm happy with the rake going on. The back door, where's that part at? There's another piece here. See, I got the back doors too. The top of the back doors are here. I also have the door that I have this piece here that goes in, used to go in there. We're not putting that in there. This is all going to be like a hard top going on thing. I'm just going to have squared like a 3/4 inch top of the door, then a post here, and this is all going to be like a hard top. So when this post comes out, I'm going to use pieces like this to connect this body line together. So I will cut the post off, and then I will take this stuff and I will finish all this stuff off to continue the lines to make it look like it goes all the way around the way it should. And that's what I'll use them for, in the tops of the doors in the back. So basically what I'm saying is I've got it basically where I want it. We're going to sheathe the roof in with metal, I'm pretty sure. We're not going to put nothing in the top of that, I don't think. That's what we're going to do there. So that's basically, if we take a look from behind, I really want you to get a good visual on it. If you take a look from behind on the car, I feel like the window is a nice window. I feel like that's a nice window, considering what we're going for. This piece on top of the door, we couldn't have the drip roll moldings anyway, so it was good to put this piece on because it finished it off, give it a nice round feeling. Also, it gives it a nice line all the way around. Once this is gone, that's going to be gone. And I feel that's okay. So on the other side, there's a drip rail molding there. I had to cut that off, dolly that together with a hammer and dolly, just put a dolly in behind it. And I dollied it all off, and then I welded it back up. This is the top of the door. I welded it to the roof sail panel. Let's get the window connected. That's what I got going on here. I'm an inch up on this because I tried to. I had it raked on the side. I had it down there before, so you can imagine the rake I had on when Jolene first come up. I had it down another inch, and I didn't have this in there, so it really looked like it was cut really hard, which it was. But if it's not cut. To me, if it's not cut that way so you can really tell that something has gone on there, you would really not notice the car. As I got cutting it, I kept, on the cut on this side, on this side over here, as I got cutting it, I thought of Gene Winfield's race car, the Thing. I think it's a Thing. Just let me know if I hit over there, will you, baby? So what I'm going to do right now is just try to clean that off. And I'm going to make a piece out of a plate. I see on the toy that this post comes ahead. The cowl on the toy, like we've only got this much, and then this was the hood. This is where it gets tricky in my brain. What do you do? Where do you go from here? How far do you go with it? How far do I take it to make it look like what I'm going on over there? But on that car, this is all cowl. The hood is from here up. On this car, this is the cowl part. This is all cowl, but this is all hiding underneath the hood. I'd like to have this as like smooth like the door, all of it. Then I could make a nice thing come off the window treatment. I could come up and widow peak it in the middle. What I mean by a widow's peak is like say your hair comes down to a point. I guess that's called a widow's peak. And I would peak that one, and peak that one. But right at the present moment, I'm going to zip this line off, or this little body line here. I know I got a body line there. I've been touching that with the baby said, will you stop hitting that car with the grinder? You're supposed to keep the patina. But I'm not thinking of the patina when I'm grinding and fixing it. I apologize, but I wasn't. I'm going to cut this off so I can lay a piece on there flat. If I need a body line on there, I know what to do. A piece of round rod or something. And you can see how a buffing wheel, you just touch that on a buffing wheel, how I smoothed that body line off. You can see that. But anyways, I'm just going to cut that clean. I'm going to try to get that steady, get that one steady, and then we'll see if we can put in this window treatment here to fix the rake. So what was going on is going from here and we're going to there, and that's going to fix that rake a little bit and make us a little more happier. Right, baby? I had her rake the other day there, didn't I? Huh? Alrighty, we cleaned up a little bit, so it's going to take me a second. And it's Sunday and all, so. It's Sunday and all. I want to thank everybody for the comments. We were way over 500. We're up around 900 or something like that. There's going to be another hat given away. Hey, we're doing good, man. We're doing good. I want to tell everybody that's on the YouTube page that we're doing good. We're doing good. And there's nothing wrong with doing good. If you're not doing good, what are you doing? You can ask yourself that. My glasses. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to smooth that post off there. This thing is rocking and rolling. We tacked it. I got Jolene to tack it last night for me. Just put a piece of metal in there and tacked it. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the windows yet. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet because I just honestly don't know what I want to do with the window. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw something on there and place something on there that I think I would like, and then we'll figure it out after. But I just want to get this window tied down. I got in a hurry. I panicked. I did. I panicked when she came out and said, "You chopped it too hard." You know, I panicked, put the other piece on, tried to show her that, show what's going on here, that I was going to, put this piece on and gain 2 inches down there, and I did not connect it down. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did, and it worked out. It's just that I should have had the post connected and had that post connected, and then I really could have got it squared up. But we're looking good, and this is all I'm doing on this car, is looking through the front window and looking to the back window. And if it looks straight to me, it probably should look straight to you. That's basically what I'm saying. And that's all I'm saying. Like, other than that, it's fine. If you're out an eighth or a 16th or a quarter and it looks good, does not matter, does it? Does not matter. Not to me, it doesn't. Especially if it looks good. I would never complain a bit. I'm not the kind of guy that goes around looking for the bad stuff in a car anyways. I'm always looking for the good stuff. The bad stuff, I want. That's for me. I can fix it because I'm bad shit, right? Right? I'm just going to smooth this up, clean this up a little bit, and just make it flatter, that's all. Watch yourself. Taking that line out of it. That way there, the metal that I put on it will lay flush. The piece that I make. Here's where the old plasma cutter will come in. So I'm going to leave that there for a second. Just cleaning it off. Now I pick up a piece of my trusty Bristol board from my friend that sent it to me. My friend that sent me the Bristol board. Thank you very much. This body line can be made with anything. Round rod, made with anything. I'm going to take that to that point. I'm going to check it on the other side, see what it says. The other side says the same thing. Hickory dickory dock. You finish it. It's going to come down here. I sort of want to do the both, same on both. I'm just trying to get it, the paper. See, I got a distance here that's longer than there. What I want to do is I'm just trying to make it go straight and make the body line, so if I cut it, You know, if I cut this way, left that marker open last night, cut a little bit off that edge and tilt it back, and I get a straight line. Sirens. We got sirens. I thought Fina was out there crying, but there used to be a guy down the road. We used to call him a fire truck. Every time he cried, sounded like a fire truck. He wasn't a wrestler. He was born to be a fireman. So basically what I want to do, I just straighten that line out a little bit. I get my good marker and make it look shape any way I want to. I'm going to cut it out of 1/8 plate. I'm going to put this front post on here with 1/8 plate. I think it matters. I'm going to see what happens. Go underneath the line. Just, you know, there's so many ways to skin this cat here. I'm just trying to do it. You know, I'm just trying to make something that looks half decent, I guess. Go up a little bit. Go in there. I'm going to go for that. I'm going to check it out. See, I could draw it like, you know, have a nice big swoopy one out here that went all the way back. And that's what I was thinking about, where the cowl is missing there. I don't know whether to fill that in or what to do there. I'm not sure yet. And that's just all in preference, really. It's all in preference. But I do like the longer one. You like the longer? I like the longer one than the shorter one. Why don't I do a longer one, and then I can always cut it off after. That's what I'm going to do. She's using my words on me, boys. She's using my words on me. What? Well, I just told them she's using. She said I could relief cut it, and that's what I could do. Pair of scissors. We put the scissors back, did we? Just had them, didn't I? So we're just going to make a different pattern, I guess. I changed my mind right on the fly. Yeah, we had her weed whack there, baby, when we first came out, didn't you? Huh? We had her weed whack. What did you do? She said. I was only in the house 5 minutes. Yeah, I had round rod on for. What are you doing? She says. So there's our piece. I'm just going to weld that on there like so. Because I could finish that down there if I want to put metal in here. But if I don't have it, can't weld it on. But it would be something good to hold the window is what I'm trying to say. If I can put that on there, hold the window in place, and then I can go for that. As long as I can fill this in at any time. That's just a piece of metal and a pattern, just whatever. We're up here a little bit, and I don't mind that. We can take our metal and come down into here. We can go all the way around with it. I'm not sure what's going on here yet. Don't know if we're using that. Probably not. Might just run over top of it or put a piece of metal. We might widow peak the center of it and have something going on like this. Come around like this and then go around to the other side. The car has that on the paint job. And you'll notice on a lot of cars, you can paint that on your car and it'll look that way even though it's not that way. When we were in San Francisco, there was a car there that had a pattern painted on the side of the car. You thought it was the door of the car, but no, it was part of the cowl and part of the rear fender, and the door was in amongst the painting on the side of the car. It was quite neat how they did it, and I learned that from them. You can paint it on to make it look that way if you want. Not working very fast today, am I? Huh? I have to go easy on that Pantina, she said. Go easy on that stuff. Just going to look at it. I like to see this side come down just a smidgen. I'll just pull that square tubing out and tack that on here. I made a pattern. I hope that I can fit that on that. Look at that now. Probably not. Damn it. That's what I was thinking about. Got messed up, didn't I, sweetheart? I got messed up. Do I have any? Just 1 second. If I don't have that, I got a plan. I'll weld a piece together and do it. I'll weld a piece together and do it. Well, I guess I'm going to weld a piece together. That's what I'm going to do. That works, doesn't it? Just. I got Fina going off the head. I have no idea. Could be just about anybody. What I'm going to do is, right quick, is I'm going to weld two of those together. I could just put like a small piece on to hold it, you know what I mean? But we'll put a pattern on it. The fuck is that grinder at? We cleaned up, so that's when you can't find stuff. The zip cut grinder. That's not a zip cut grinder. Ah! Here we go. Lose my head standing on my piece. So I need two pieces that long. What's going on? Yeah.
Jesus.
Working right now. That's all right. What do you need? You want to go get in your truck?
Yeah. See if I can get the thing to start, maybe.
Yeah, right up there.
Battery up and a bunch of sheets.
Just go around the back, and you're more than welcome. Have at her. Okay, Stacy. We'll be talking at you. I'll see if I can get this done by the time you get your truck started. Okay. So what I got is a couple 1/8 plate here. I'm going to tack this together. Yeah, sure, she's allowed. She's a good dog. She's a good dog. I'll just tack that together, cut that out. Wow. Welder right there. Didn't really get set up this morning, did we, baby? Huh? I get to work here, man. What's going on? Start to speed up here a little bit. Forgot what I was doing. I was in relax mode. How many minutes? Oh, we're just started then. What's that, sweetheart? They can't hear you. Can they? The ground. crazy. I'm kind of lost on this part, just because, I'm not lost on what I'm doing, trying to get that fabricated, but I'm lost on the cowl part, where I'm going with that, what I'm going to do with that. That's the only part what I'm lost with. I'm leaving a gap in the metal just for penetration. Just the gaps for penetration. Yeah, give her a couple more, I guess. Which one works? I don't know. They both got the cover off. That's good. Shape to it. So I'm just going to put that on there and trace it. I'm lost a little bit there. We'll do it anyways. Do it anyways. I'm going to get another one. Miles will make another one. Generally, you'd have a piece of 1/8 plate that was big enough to do the job, but I did not have it, so this is what I'm doing to make sure I get it done. Exactly. Right? That's what I'm doing. Got to hit the piece that the ground's on, I guess. Ah. Doobie doobie doobie. Yes, we got quite a chop on her. It'll be very recognizable, just like the Hot Wheels is. Very recognizable. Like you would never, when you see the car, you're going to say, wow, what's that? Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Don't you, baby? Guarantee it. Just like your car. If you pulled up against somebody in 1932 with a car that looked like that, they say, wow, where'd you come from? Or that's what I would say, where'd you come from? Where is that place? I want to see it. All right, basically that's what's going on there. Just looking for my cap. I knew I had a cap for one of these. Now I'm just going to cut them out with the plasma cutter. Out in the garage working on the hot rod, not a whole bunch of people around on Sunday. Everybody's trying to recoup, generally, right? Everybody's trying to recoup. If you can get up Sunday and get a little bit done, it's a little bit done that you probably wouldn't have. I'm going to cut this off the best I can. I'm going to turn her on. Yeah, so as I'm noticing, and you'll notice as I get putting this together, every piece, if I threw a piece away, I'd be looking for it. Like I'm going to need a piece on top of that door, on top of the door and the quarter panel. I'm going to need a piece up by the roof where it comes through. All that body molding or body lines, I'm going to need a piece of. Bless you, sweetheart. Jolene looks fantastic today and is treating me better than gold. God love her. I do. I need a ground, like always. I rang it over, just didn't put it on. That sounds better. This can come off at any time. This is something that I drew at a piece of paper to try to make it look the way I want it to look. And if it's wrong, it can come back off, just like the chop. That hammer was making me mad. Come off. Anyways, anything can be removed or replaced. That's quite a harsh chop there. Like I said, it reminded me of Gene Winfield's tea, the one he races on the salt flats, the thing or whatever. That's what it reminded me of. I had to. I'm going to weld that there, and because I'm going to weld that there, I'm going to weld that there. That was for the other side. No. Why is that? Goes on that way. Don't matter. Just want to put it on where I want to put it on, if you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just kind of sizing her up. Got to bring it down some. Bring it down some. I'm out past that line a bit. It's quite thick there. I would like to make that a peak there. Metal underneath there, I'm not sure yet. Just don't know. I'm going to take the grinder and the flapper wheel, smooth this up a little bit though, just smooth the edges of it a little bit. It's hard to, what can I say? As I'm building this right in front of your very eyes, I haven't made a plan or I haven't done anything. I'm fabricating and doing it on the fly, so everything don't go tickety-boo sometimes. So, I can tack it on there and put it on there. This is the only thing I don't like, is I have the door sitting there like this, and I got that end bird off and sanded off. As I have that sitting there, and I put this on top of there like that, then my door is not flush anymore, if you know what I'm trying to say. So if I bring it up just a bit, I'm going to bring it up a bit. See if I can. Damn it. It's not playing nice. whatever it's doing. I'm going for it right there. I'm gonna knock it, plug it on. Just gonna tack it on because it's gonna do its job right now, is to hold the window in place. Now I think that myself, I say that this side's got to come down just a little tiny bit. I'm going to weld this piece to the roof. I'm going to weld it to the post first, and then I'll bring it down by looking and seeing how much, and I'll come back and check on it, check on it, check on it, and that's what I'll do. Wind it right there. It's always the way, isn't it? Yep. Always the way. That ground right there, quarter panel right back there, but there, right there. That'll work. And I can cut this and move this in any way I want to. But now at least I can tack my roof to it. Just pull that out a little bit. Now it's just mostly just eyeing it up. See, I could just put a piece of sheet metal on that. I'll do that to hold it in place. If I take it off, I take it off. Good use, sweetheart? What do you think? I'm asking Jolene to take a look at it. What she think? Look, you're just looking at the window and see if it's square going across the back. Looks pretty good, does it not? Yeah. That just made that go down, didn't it? Tell me when it looks good. I'm going to ask Jolene when it looks good. I'm going to weld it. Look good? There, it's welded in place. Not doing anything there yet. I don't know what I'm doing there yet. I might. Damn it. Oh, we got her going. I'm not necessarily going with that, but it is holding the roof in place. So I'm going to stick another tack of weld on it. Stick another tack of weld on it. Just don't know what I want to do there. And that's just keep it in place, and then I can put this on. What the hey. I'll cut the other one out, put that one on. Just don't know what I'm doing there yet. Don't know what I'm doing. That's okay, isn't it? If I don't know what I'm doing there, I think it's okay. See, another part too, I could take, see how I got this now here, like I just got it tacked on there, just whatever. Now what I see going on, I could probably make a cut. I can make a cut and slide this inside and weld the face of it on top of that, if you know what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'll try it on the other one, see what happens, I'm not sure. It's kind of, he just welded a shark on the side of the car. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. It is what it is. I really don't know why I'm putting them on. It's to hold it, I guess, and get a visual, I guess. Doing a visual thing again. A visual. I'm gonna need that ground. Just gonna clean this up a little bit. Hammer. You can see on the little car what's going on there in the top, the widow's peak in the paint. I know it's in the paint, but we have a chance to do it make it out of body lines itself. Don't know what goes on there, but there it is, and that's what I'm going for. Is that there? Pieces right here. Wadded that on the wrong side. Makes it. You can see how I left a gap in that, and it still didn't penetrate all the way down through. So you have to be very careful on that stuff. Very careful, in my opinion. I'm just putting it in a spot, closing my eyes, and welding it. That's basically all I'm doing. It's just so it sticks over there. Stick this side on. Still got to do some cutting, I see. Plasma cutter's right there. That's where the plasma cutter came in good there, lived T. It was just the basic cut, but it was easier than trying to get a grinder in there, that's for sure. I'm going to leave that like that. I'm just going to flatten that off a little bit. Better out than in, boys, better out than in. Easy on that patina. Yeah, doing the exact same thing. I'm just going to go to the other side and just take a looky-poo for a second and see how far we're up. Look back and see if the window's okay. I'm going to look back and see if that's okay still again. I'm happy with that. That looks fine. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buster that on right there. It looks good. And what we're doing with these things, like I said, is a visual. It's not like it's going to stay or it has to stay or anything. But the old car that we're going off, it does have widow peaks there, and it would be nice to be able to emulate what's going on, even though it might not be the same. But imitate is a sign of flattery, is it not? We're flattered about the car. It's kind of an amazing looking thing, and for us to try to make something look like it is, yeah, it's cool. It goes to show that the art of the Bugatti car will last at the end of time, probably, no doubt in my mind. I enjoy the risks they were taking. They were taking risks making cars that look like that. Really though, they were taking risks. And I'll tell you why they were taking risks. Because no one else is making cars that look like that. Right? No one else was. That's why I feel like they were taking risks. All right. Just a tacky poo, sweetheart. Hitting in the exact same spot too, on the post. That's good. For that, would you? I'm just going to come back and take a look and see if... Fantastic. 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 All this stuff is just sheet metal here. That's just sheet metal. That can be up, down, turned around. That's just sheet metal. About that far. Up about that far. We're about in the same place. Yeah, you can turn that off. Actually. Yeah, we'll have to see what that turns into. I'm not sure what I'm planning on doing there. Just look and see if they're the same. This one can come down probably a little bit. Nope. Looks good in the back. That's all that matters. Alrighty. Them most likely will come off. I got to have the window straight before I put this other piece in, just for me. What has happened here? That's holding that on. I welded this together. Obviously had to get something going here. And now I'm going to cut the drip rail molding off of this and try to fit the top of the door in. Fit the top of the door in. What do you think, baby? Zip cut. I'll use this over here. Stacy got his truck going, obviously, did he? No problem at all. It's good, it's good. All right, I'm just going to cut this edge off. I just noticed it yesterday, like this edge here, all this has to come off. And what has to happen is that has to be cut. And to get that out of there, that has to be shrunken. So what has to happen is a piece has to be cut out of it, and then it has to be dollied back together. I'm going to go in maybe just a little bit further, maybe. Not too much further, but a little bit. I've got to take this door apart. This is quite something else. Take this door apart. I just cut it off straight over here. Use this piece matches up to there. We'll have to cut that and angle that. But I got to get the wood out of it. Geez, they were sophisticated with the wood on that bad boy, huh? They sophisticated with that. Visor for you, sweetheart. You want a visor for your car? And some wood for the fire? Hope I cut that long enough. Yeah, we shouldn't be too bad. There's no much turn there. Shouldn't be too bad. So this is a piece of the top of the door, and I'm able to take 2 inches out of the. I'm going to put it up inside the front where it was before, and I'm going to gain 2 inches on the back side because of this piece. Now I'm going to have to fist fight with this thing here for a minute, hold it down and wrestle with it. There's a couple screws in here that I had a hard time with. The wood's generally not too bad. They got a couple little tabs, and I'm just cutting the tabs off. Now, if I remember right, I had to cut these others. They got it nailed all up in there. You wasn't running away with the wood very quick out of this thing, that's for sure. You were going through the process. Yeah, I remember I had quite a wrestling job with this last night. He's got to be cut off. Aha! This one might not go so bad. Cutting out some wood. He's smoking. I gotta get the grinder disc. Just gotta get that wood out, you know, it takes time. Got my groove going now, baby. Now I'm chugging along anyway. Chugging along, was pretty slow at first. See, relaxing, Sunday morning, getting up. Jolene in bed this morning was great. You know what I mean? She made me a coffee. We got to chat a little bit. Then, well, it's time to go make a video. Huh? For all our people. For all our people. I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for watching. We'll just keep on cutting, keep on grinding if you keep on coming back. Come on, man, I want the metal out of this thing. Screwdriver should be, put it back. Phew, smoky in here. This is what I gotta do though to get the wood out. This is what I gotta do. You know? Be nice if it was just rotten and fall out, wouldn't it? But it's not. I think maybe get that all pried up along here. That's a helper. Come on out. Come on out, man. Put it down here, see if it work better. First time ever gone to a toolbox and grab something that quick, I can tell you that. Huh? What's that still hooked onto? All the metal's cut. It's just in there good, that's all. Jeez. That one. There's a screw head underneath that. It holds that wood in there, which makes it complicated for me. Come on out, girl. Come on out. Talk nice to you. Don't want to bend it. Bend it. See. Yay, she says. Yay. Two screws doing their job, aren't they? The two screws there doing their job, holding on. Come on. Jay. Jay. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Just keep digging at it. We'll get her. Most people want new wood for the shivs, and I want it out. Can you see me over here, sweetheart? I'm over here. Not bad. Feels pretty good. Didn't bend that one up too bad. Just going to put it on the floor here. See what's going on there. All that metal is bent over top of that top construction. And I'm going to leave it and keep it because it's metal. I might get in there and I might need it. I'm going to take the little squirrely jig off there. So wood be gone. Hello there. Wood be gone. So this is what we're doing. We're going to the other side. And we're going to try to inject this piece. Now I'm going to go take a look at the other side because that's basically my pattern. Like Jolene said, how do you get it like the other side? Well, what I'll do is I'll cut it like the other side. The other side's got it cut right on that point where I cut it off. So we'll just cut a little bit beyond that and we'll start there. And I'll know. And that point was right there is where I cut it up straight. I know that it's on an angle, so I'm going to leave myself a little bit so I can cut an angle. See the angle I got going on here when I put that in there? I want to put that right up to there. See, now I got an angle. I got to cut on that, and that's why I left a little bit. I bring that down. I got to bring that down. Get down off that. That little ledge there holding on. I've got to cut that off, I see. I wonder what would be easier. Plasma cutter's on. Yeah. What did you do? She said. You've cut it crazily. That goes on there. See, that gives me the 2 inches there. Now what I got to do is cut this piece off here and get that up in there. Yeah. So we'll just go slowly and get a marker. There's the one I want right there. Basically what I want. Left a little bit long. This mark here is going to go against that, so I left that along so I can trim that. And right at the present moment, I'm going to try to cut this and so I can get this up in there higher. Cut it to length too, actually. I'm going to cut it a little long. Also, I've got to cut some of this out. I'm going to cut my piece off. I cut it off just a little bit long. Just a little bit. Woo! It's a piece that I wanted out. Just wondering if I want the... No, it's fine. It's great. I'm going to cut a little more on top of this. Ground's working good on the table. You can see some poopy weld there going on the corner. I had a little bit of a gap when I put that piece in there, and I just coat hangered it full. The grinder will flush it off. There's no big deal going on there. No big deal. Alrighty. Got to come up a little bit further. We're going right there. Gonna come up a little bit further. Marker. I throw it away. Just a little bit at a time is on this one. Just a little bit at a time. I start getting carried away and cutting too much metal out of it, I'll be in trouble in no time. In no time. We're going to try that first. Pretty near there. All right. It's going to take a little bit more off. A little bit more off. It's close. It's close. Want to straighten that out a bit. There we go. Oh, better cut this back here first and gotta go take a lookie. Go take a lookie. The end went right on the point went right on that, so I'm gonna have to. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. I might have cut too much. I'm not sure. So you can see is I'm taking this up the same distance in the front, but I'm gaining 2 inches in the back. So take me to get that in there. See that line there? I'm going to go straight with that one. I want on this point right here, but I'm going to plumb it up with this line. No sorries from you, sweetheart. We love you. So I'm going to put that there like that, and I hope it don't bring it back too shy there. Let's do this. So think I should clean it up a little bit more, just because I want it to penetrate, and I don't want to keep building weld up there. I got quite a bit of weld build up there. And any place that's low, I like jam the weld right to it with the coat hanger. Why not? I can grind it off. Beautiful. Put that down there. Beautiful. Step that on there. And then we'll start welding it. Just tack it on. Yeah. I've got a box right there behind you, sweetheart. I'll plug it in. Thanks, baby. Ouch. Got my hair, sweetheart. Got my hair. Shouldn't laugh with that, should I? Huh? Step on that and that thing will cut you. Just gonna eye it up right here. Make it fit good there. Ooh, that fits really nice. Just kind of trying to eye that line up together, right? And what I'll do is I'll take a piece from the door. I already told you. Oh, that's dropping as I do it. Basically what I want. Yeah. That's got to go down. What happens here now, what I've done here is I've taken the clamp, now I clamp that all the way along there. I still got to go in here and cut this out, dolly that together. How much time we got, sweetheart? 1:16? Show more or less what I got going on here. I butt welded the other one on the other side. I did. And I might do the same on this one. Ah, that's why it's not going all the way over. Now it will. Huh. Post is holding me still there. So what I got to do now I can come along here and run my zip cut in along there. Let that metal come out. Do you want me to go on? Continue on, or? Well, I'm going to continue on. Probably no matter. Right? more. A little bit more. Cord is pissing me off. Aha. Welding now. I just want to get that tack there where it's butt welded. Now just keep zipping it there until I get it fitting good. This one is a dangerous one. What? Alrighty, let's do the giveaway, I guess, so you can see how long it takes to put that piece in and try to muster up something here. I have no idea what I'm doing here whatsoever. No idea. I just stuck that on there because I wanted a visual. But that's what I had to do to the roof on the other side to make it look the way it did. I kept it there the same, and I added 2 inches there by putting that back down in there. Now I'm going to have to bring that down, weld that all the way along there, try to make that as straight as possible. I'm going to cut that down a little bit, come in there a little bit more, and we'll get rid of this drip rail molding. And the way we'll get rid of it is we'll cut it, take some metal out of it, put a dolly behind it, and tap it all together because there's quite a ridge there. If you go on the other side, you can see on the other side there's no ridge at all. But let's do the giveaway. I want to thank everybody. Stacy's still getting his truck. Cool. So here we go. Sorry for the slow start this morning. It's Sunday. That's no excuse, but just a slow start. I spent some time out here last night trying to fix that chop that I damn near messed up, I guess. Damn near. And I was thinking on the way to town, I probably should have laid the window down before I chopped the roof. I was just trying to see how good I was. What a baby. Just trying to see how good I was. I'm thinking as the YouTube page grows, people like more fabrication than anything. That's what we're thinking. Like that's what we're learning. People like the fabrication part. We'll probably get this one stuck together. You know, just get the body stuck together, get the doors on it, get the windshield, and get the roof in it, get it looking somewhat, get the fenders tacked on it probably. But I have John's gas pump to paint, or air station to paint yet, and I have Jim's car to do. And I think Jim's car is going to be a good couple videos because of the floor fabrication we're going to do on that. And that'll just show anybody that they can do theirs. What? How many? 952 comments. Wow! Thanks everybody. Keep them coming.
Anthony Bart, you Ustwich.
Anthony Burt Ustwich. What, is there any question there?
Will it be painted to match the Hot Wheels car? I think pearl white would look exquisite.
That's something I don't know. That's an answer. That's like the Y in the alphabet. It cannot be answered or straightened. I don't know yet. But I really do like the Hot Wheels, the way they've painted it. Yes, I don't know. Sorry. But you have won a hat, and thanks for your comment and your time. Thank you very much. Tell your friends that we build cars on here like you've never seen before, and we're willing to show you the mistakes, the ups, the downs, the all-arounds, and the real truth. Thanks, everybody.